Welcome to A Year in the Bible with Daily Grace. The Bible tells one big story of redemption, and we want to spend 5 minutes every day journeying through the Bible from start to finish and exploring how all of it points to Jesus.
Hey guys, welcome back to the A Year in the Bible with Daily Grace podcast. My name is Kristen, and today we're talking about 2 Chronicles 13 through 15. And today we pick up with Jeroboam as the king of Israel. Remember, Israel had once been united, but it was now divided into the northern and the southern kingdoms, with Jeroboam currently ruling in the north. And after he had reigned for 18 years, Abijah became the ruler of Judah in the south. And Abijah and Jeroboam went to war, with Judah having only 400,000 people against Israel's 800,000, twice as many people. But Abijah, the king of Judah, gave this great speech before the battle about how God had set up the lineage of David through a covenant, about how Jeroboam had rebelled against God by creating idols and golden calves, and how he had despised the covenant. But Abijah said, "We have continued to serve the Lord, and he will give us victory." But meanwhile, Jeroboam had set this ambush from behind to come and defeat Judah, and they probably should have won on paper. They were bigger, they clearly had smart military tactics, and they were ready. But the people of Judah cried out to the Lord. They blew their trumpets, and remarkably, though they were outnumbered and out-strategized, God gave the people of Judah victory. And the Bible says, because they relied on the Lord, they prevailed. And after Abijah died, Asa became king of Judah, and there was a season of peace. And it's actually a beautiful few chapters of Asa not only defeating another army in battle later on, but also bringing up great religious reforms for the people. And a prophet named Azariah, son of Oded, came to Asa and said, "If you seek God, he will be found by you. But if you forsake him, he will forsake you." And he also said, "Take courage. Don't let your hands be weak. Your work will be rewarded." And so Asa, he took courage and he purified the land. He even removed his mom as queen mother because she had been idolatrous. And he removed the idols of the land, and they did sacrifices to the Lord. And the people of Judah followed Asa's leadership, and they sought the Lord, and God gave them peace. Okay, so as we read about the good kings and the bad kings, of course, again, we think about Christ, who's the perfect king. And not only this, we remember that God fights for his people. And primarily, he did this by sending his own son into the world. We were helpless. We were outnumbered, out-strategized. We were even enemies of God. But God had mercy on us while we were still sinners, and he sent his own son to die on our behalf, so that we could be saved. Remember, God is not impressed by our smarts or by our beauty, and he didn't save us because he thought we'd make great teammates for his holy team. We deserved death. We were his enemies. But he had mercy on us, and he saved us. He called us, and he loved us. And in application of these verses, we can remember that faithfulness to God is worth it. In this life, we will have trouble. Jesus tells us this. And being a Christian does not mean that we will win every battle in life, or that no one's ever going to make fun of us, that we'll never be fired because of our beliefs, or that we'll never endure unspeakable hardship. But it does mean that our eternal battle has been won. We have been saved from death and from destruction, and we serve a king who is good and who fights for us. We don't rely on ourselves. We can entrust ourselves to God, who will have victory both today and in the final battle. So even when he allows a momentary hardship today, we have confidence that he's the victor. He's defeated the enemy, and we have victory over death because of Christ. And so we can trust him in the moments of today. And that's it for today's podcast. But as always, if you'd like to know more about the Daily Grace Co., you can find us on Instagram at the Daily Grace Co. or Daily Grace Podcast, or at our website, dailygracepodcast.com or thedailygraceco.com. There you can also find our free Read Through the Bible in a Year reading plan and many other resources. So thanks for joining us today, and we'll talk more with you tomorrow.